Good morning to each of you. It is a wind-blown day, as you can see. Very, very challenging conditions up here for sure. We're up in the parish of 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗏, wind-blown conditions, drops in signal, not any consistency, but we are here. Good morning to each and every one of you all, and happy Friday to you. We've been enjoying our vlog from the sectional. We're in the Belair, and it's had lots of wind blow this morning. Supposed to get strong. Hopefully you won't just say it, you'll listen to it yourself a couple of times and understand what it means, and hopefully it'll bring you the calm that it brings to us. So for those who like to join us, please do so now. All others who back through in a couple of moments. God grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. The sun is having some challenges this morning, as you can see. Just to show you where we are, I'm going to give you a circle of love from here, and then we're going to start our direction westerly. There we go. Your messages, if you can't really hear us this morning because of the wind. We do have on the 𝗙𝗏𝗃𝗏 microphone, however, as you can appreciate, the winds up here, you can see in the trees and stuff. A lot stronger than we would like to have been here, but we are here and there's no turning around or option, so hopefully you will be able to pick up something that we're saying this morning. We're in the parish of 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗏, as I said before. We're Belair. This is 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗁, just up by the outside of 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 castle actually. We're just to the east of 𝗂𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗃. Just around the corner from the crane, etc. As you start to go in direction of 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃, that long straight, we're about halfway up. The turning that will take you in on the right, that's if you're coming from town, of course. That will take you into the Belair area. Just drive straight on down, and you can find the cliffs in that general area where we're parked this morning. As you can see, some of the folks up here understand what it's like to be battered by the winds. This very high wall that's been erected here is obviously to shelter the lower section of his house from these kind of gale force winds that we're getting. Right now we're saying it's extremely strong, however this is very mild up here in comparison to some days. So for us doing what we're doing, strong conditions, but this is, as I said, a moderate day up here for sure. Beautiful, beautiful outside bands of the reef going off this morning. There is a small craft warning swimmer advisor in effect. You would have seen that in our preamble if you saw that earlier on. So please, if you are on the island, exercise caution for us. It is a northeasterly swell at the moment, so the west coast may not be getting the impact of these swell conditions. However, the east and some of the southeast most definitely are feeling it for sure, as you can see in the outer section. Beautiful property here. I'm gonna erect it right up. There we go. You have to be changing all of your air conditioner units or electronic devices yearly, or actually at least twice or every 2 years. It is really, really rough conditions up here. Sea spray eats out all of the metal. You'll have to put up stainless steel or aluminum and stuff, and you will still have a lot of problems if any fixtures are not pure. genuine. Here we go. I'm going to come a little bit inland here and try and get behind the shelter of this structure. Again, just to show you one of the homes up here and how nice some of the homes up here in the cliff. So amazing our Airbnb properties. So if you're interested, you can always come up here and stay as well. I know that there are folks that love this section of the island, but when they come to Barbados, this is the only place they will stay along this section. That's because they enjoy these natural conditions that we're experiencing this morning. Alright, before we go down into the wind again, I got our co-star say good morning to you all. So
good morning.
Great day, isn't it? Are you giving out strikes yet? Any strikes as yet?
No.
No strikes?
I'm a little behind.
So all of the names I mentioned to you last night, I've given all those horrible comments when we were at you haven't given them any strikes?
No.
Are you planning to
You
give
don't
me?
tell me what to do. Yeah, you have one.
Okay, well 𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗀𝗃 here already, they don't direct the strikologist because she takes care of everything. So for all of you yesterday that came on to Q in the community and made all those horrible comments to me, picking on me again as usual, I don't mind, it's quite alright. I did my little bit of crying and stuff and I've got over that now and I'm on to another new day, a new day with a new beginning, opportunities to correct things that I may have done wrong yesterday. And all of you all, take your chances today and enjoy yourselves. Remember, this is the weekend coming up, you still have a few hours of work to finish up before you can enjoy the festivities and stuff. Please go to work and dedicate yourself today to making sure the day goes perfect, and you work extremely hard because I am looking forward to your national insurance contributions. So try and go to work and do a hard day's work, unlike us who will be probably hanging out at the beach a little later on today. Beautiful up here, really beautiful. We've had a lot of rain this year. A lot of visitors have commented, a lot of part-timers have commented about the heavy rain conditions. It's really pretty much like what it used to be years ago. I remember in the earlier days when I was on plantation life, how difficult it was to reap canes in January because of the heavy rains that used to come, causing a lot of problems and delays in the sugar crop. That hasn't happened for a few years, so everyone has just said, well, this is unusual. This is not really unusual. This is pretty much what it used to be like years gone by. We haven't just seen it for a few years, that's all. We haven't seen the early cold fronts that have been coming out either, that have been giving us big north swells. We haven't seen that recently. It's backed off a little bit, but we are seeing a lot of these cycles that we've seen last year start to return again. I don't know if it's something that's going to be consistent or just a one-off. Anyhow, we are seeing definitely changes. We would normally walk on the cliff side here, however, because of the actual sea spray and also because of the very strong winds, we're going to see a little bit of rain. We're getting blown all around, so it's sort of, as I said, a manual and also a gimbal operation. But however, I want to take this point in here just to show you and tell you a little bit of where we are directly in front of the center of the camera right now. First set of sand you're seeing, that's 𝗷𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗄𝗏 Bay. That is a name, it's called 𝗷𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗏 Bay. Just beyond that is what's termed as 𝗵𝗃cie Head. Then you go a little further down, you find Ginger Bay, which is also Shanti. And then you get into the crane, you can see the crane in the distance on the furthest point, that is the crane construction and stuff there. There are two beaches at the crane. The one that you're seeing, like center of the camera now, that would be Crane Beach. I call that Crane Beach number 2 because Crane Beach number 1 is the more popular one, which is right under the resort itself. Conditions today, very rough, very rusty, very windy, very swellish. Up here, people who like these kind of conditions, they're in for the ultimate. A little bit tricky along here, of course we have a lot of those big bush on the inside section here they can grab onto. They do serve their purposes. They can build your fences for a little seclusion. They can actually be held on to balance yourself going across cliffs. They have some beautiful ornamental fruit, as I said before. However, you do not want to eat them. Take that from Nick. Don't mind what everybody tells you. And all of the encyclopedias and all the Google that tells you that 𝗪𝐴 are good for you. Good morning to you, Maurice. Don't think I've forgotten you, my brother. I've been watching you, you know, watching you and Wendy. Y'all are just terrible. But don't worry, my strikologist, I keep it real quiet. Here she's behind me. I don't want her to hear because she'll tell me that I'm trying to give her directions, and you all know that comes with a penalty. Steve, oh, sorry. I thought you were a little further back.
Strike 2.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess I have given the power and the authority of strikes to the wrong person because, again, directed at me, which is not supposed to be the way it's going on. However, she is coming along nicely. Her training process is definitely going well. As you can see, she's not really overjoyed at that comment about the training. But don't mind that. Here we go. You're watching every word. You keep watching every word. That's no problem. You're going to watch some strikes coming soon your way. Don't worry. I'm going to try and somehow find a way for her to sort of like give people strikes when I ask her to give them strikes. At the moment, as I said, very, very challenging. Up here is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Today, as I said, very windy. Conditions are challenging, so apologies for the strong winds and stuff. It wasn't my intention to bring you into these winds. However, they're supposed to pick up around 11 o'clock this morning, and they've obviously come a little bit early. A couple of squalls and stuff coming in as well. And here we go. Let's see if we can get around without blowing away completely on this one. Going to get our sunrise in a few minutes. We will probably see it. As you would remember, if you've been vlogging with us, the sun would generally be in this area in summer when we've been vlogging in the past. But you can see what happens around the Christmas time, how it starts at, well, Christmas into the New Year, how it's come further over to the south. It's going to start moving back eastward very soon, if it has not already started. However, if you're watching sunsets in Barbados, South Coast, spectacular, absolutely spectacular. West Coast also spectacular, but from a different angle. So you would also notice that. But I like the South Coast at the moment, especially because you can get some landscape, some trees and some of the points and coves in all of your sunset shots. So if you have the opportunity to go and see a sunset, please go and enjoy that. Likewise, if you have the opportunity to take in a sunrise for yourself, most definitely put the time in. It is well worth it. The serenity and peace out here in the cliffs, magical, absolutely magical. Today we're both wearing, hold on, I'll just get over this section here, just to get a little bit of the break from the winds. Hopefully you all are being able to hear some of this here. You know, just to show you, today we both have on 4x4s. We're dressed for the occasion. So come across here 2x2s, and although I know our surfologist will probably come across here barefoot because he's got a 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 all of a sudden. Within 2 years he has got a 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃, much harder than mine has ever been. But I would recommend 4x4s out here because the cliff area along the section can be extremely sharp, especially if you want to go really close to the cliff. There is a trap that runs across here that fishermen and residents would use just up and down this section of the cliff. However, if you want to venture onto the actual cliff area itself, it starts to get really, really sharp. So please wear the right foot attire if you're coming up here. You can get away with some runners, I guess. I would recommend 4x4s just to give you the extra support, especially if you can get like some mid-cuts or something. I would highly recommend that for sure. Sun being challenged this morning, but we know it's there. We already know we've been promised a new day. It's Friday, people. I hope you all are ready to share some love and happiness and joy with everyone. If you have had a hard and tough work week, well, we understand that for sure, so we're sorry for you. But try and enjoy yourself now. Come in here, share some love, care, passion, kindness with everyone. This is Belair, great house. Years ago, this was actually a private house. I had been here a couple of times on vacation with the farmer family, 𝗷𝗫cie farmer, 𝗷𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, etc. Good morning to all of you all, Karen and Mandy. This is where we used to come on occasions. However, it's turned into like an event centre now. You can also do some rentals up here, have tennis courts, have a swimming pool, host a lot of weddings and receptions up here as well. That's Belair, great house if you're looking for that. If you're talking about weddings, one of these days we'll be letting you know about ours, because that will be coming up. We're not telling you yet, it'll be a while still, but we're still looking at it, coming up pretty soon. I had to put that in front of you all, man. I wanted that one. So for all you on there that think that she's a strikeologist, and when she has on, or when she has that magical wand in her hand, that she does not love me, you all do not know what's going on behind the scenes. You know, she's so kind and generous to me. She knows I'm the most handsome person in the world. Okay, she's a little close to say anymore. I'm going to leave it at that for now. So I'm bringing her across the dexterity area. I have to say she's doing extremely well, because as you can see, the path out here, challenging, a little bit challenging, but she's come across here beautifully. If you are coming up here and you're on a walker, or you're having any challenges with walking, please do not come across this cliff. Do not venture out here whatsoever. Just do this if you're steady underfoot, you feel good on balance and stuff. Don't come out here if you get dizzy fits or anything like that, please. Just be cautious in Barbados. We want you to have a memorable vacation here or stay here in the island. If you have come to Barbados and you're now living here, you're on a year stamp or whatever, welcome, welcome, welcome again. You know, there's lots of Wi-Fi around and stuff for you to do your work. I know you're going to have temptations of not working. However, welcome to Barbados. Okay, so this is 𝗷𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗏 Bay, the home that the billionaires promised to buy for me. Center of screen, just walls at the moment. absolutely beautiful. You know, very, very, very rough like hurricane conditions and stuff. This section between the outer coral reef, or the coral ridge I would say, and the inner bank gets sea going down through there. I remember many times in the past, a lot of that actual growth and stuff was not in the middle, it's now coming up, all the bush, etc. Bush, 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 I'm going to say that again. You will see there's a bench out on the you will see there's a bench out on the further coral section. Beautiful out there. It's absolutely lovely. It feels like completely separated from the land itself. Beautiful area. As you can see also the cliffs up here. Absolutely gorgeous. Conditions today, challenging weather-wise. Sun having difficulties in coming out. Real challenges today. However, we're still going to bring you natural beauty of 𝗀𝗃𝗃 and of course of Barbados and of course of daybreak sunrise. We're growing in numbers, family. We are really growing in numbers. Our YouTube has gone to 2.3 at the moment with 2.3K, which is great. We actually have more subscriptions on YouTube than we have friends on Facebook at the moment. Put the combination of friends and followers on Facebook, well, that's still in front, but that's an unusual thing. When we first started out, we had a lot of friends on Facebook and very few subscribers on YouTube. We're seeing more and more YouTubers coming on. I don't know if you've been following YouTube. If you're not following these vlogs on YouTube, maybe you can have a look one of these days and see what's happening up there. The comments are becoming awesome, except for the people that are now recommending sea grapes and 𝗵𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗏 and cashew nut fruit and fat pork, etc. I have already started to let them know that we do give out strikes and that we will bring them over to YouTube shortly, because they have no right to talk about those kind of things, especially around me. For those people that have sent us the 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏 recipe, I can only tell you that has caused a lot of discussion in the castle. We're not happy. Well, I'm going to say it, we are not happy. Jeanette is not happy about receiving that. Don't mind she gave you all hearts. That was just because she loves you all, not because of you all sending the 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏. Oh, oops. Hold on a second. I'm going to talk about it later on, because the proximity is a lot less distance between me and her at the moment, and I've just noticed a waving wand and an expression that is telling you that she may not agree with what I said just now. Anyhow, all of those that send the 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏 recipe, as you all cannot hear her as I have the directional mic, she's not happy and I'm not happy about it at all. So, if she types differently, please ignore it. The truth is coming from me. I've told you all before, I tell the truth. Tomorrow, as you all would have seen, we put it up on YouTube. We also put it up on Facebook as well. We're gonna have, we never really let people know where we're gonna be, but tomorrow is a big celebration. Tomorrow is officially 2 years of live broadcasts. For those of you that were with us last year, we've gone back to the general same location again. Hopefully you will come and join us this year as well. That will be happening tomorrow. We will be starting at 6:30. We will be starting in the Carlisle Bay area. The difference this time is that we're going to be doing a historical style tour with Nicole. She's all eager, you know, ready to really go at it tomorrow. So come with us. It's going to be a land and sea. So remember, if you are coming with us, to wear some shoes you can slip on, slip off. We will also be going on the beach for quite a bit as well. Could possibly be taking in a swim. Well, I would be, because not many people can handle cold conditions like me, of course. As you all know, I have this outer force field that is on me because I am one of these superhuman beings, and therefore I can go in any kind of temperature, water and stuff, and don't feel it. I can even go and play in snow in a pair of Speedos. Just so that you know, I am a Speedo snow player. That's because I have that kind of really hard skin that's impenetrable. But you all folks, I know you all may not be able to swim tomorrow because you may be complaining and say it's cold in Barbados. I will be recording those comments because a lot of people come here and say it's never cold in Barbados. The first thing you see them do is pelt a towel over their shoulder or wrap around their neck or something, or run from the sea and go and hide behind some kind of wall or something. So for all of you people that like to pretend that you all are not cold in Barbados, we know the truth. Lovely area up here, Airbnb properties. Mr. Conductor, this is Espresso, my brother. Airbnb properties up here you can rent. There are pools on some of these. Beautiful location. Not the best for swimming at all. I would say majority of the year up here you would have major difficulties unless you're a very strong swimmer or know the conditions out here. You would have major difficulties in swimming anywhere in the section. Below in the section down below, you can probably swim, but you won't be able to swim up here like 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗏 Head area by Falmouth House, etc. down the side of there. You could swim sometimes. Again, challenging. Always these kind of conditions. maybe not quite as rough as now, but usually conditions are very challenging. Never smooth conditions unless you're in summer, because in summer you can find up here like a lake. I mean seriously, like a mill pond, not even a ripple really on the water. You can find that on some occasions in summer. I know you're probably saying, boy, he's a liar. Just like I saw somebody put just now on here, he's a liar talking about 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏. I know that I am telling you all the truth, so you must believe me. Remember, if you do not see something that's correct on the internet, please send them a complaint and let them know that Nick says they're inaccurate and they need to adjust their information. Just give you another view of what or where you could be rented. I know we have family on here that love Belair, absolutely adore Belair. We have a warrior on here that calls Belair her home area. Beautiful, beautiful up here. If you like these kind of rustic and rough conditions, please come and enjoy this area. This is absolutely stunning. This house, from the time I remember I'm only 51 years old. I will be 52 on the 5th of April, but I am 51. I was born in 1971, so you could check all that with your calculations. I have checked it before and I'm accurate. This house was always like this. I can't remember ever seeing this as a solid structure. I did see it with a roof, and I have seen it with some forms of window, but it's never been lived in since I can remember, which is not that long. As I said, I'm a baby. Everybody knows that already. You can look at me and see that I still have my baby features. Alright, so we're going down to 𝗷𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗏. We're going to take a little walk on the outside section where we'll end. Hopefully we will not lose signal. If we do lose signal, we should regain it. This was the first vlog that I ever did with people commenting on it. The first live vlog I ever did was from up here. The first person that made a comment on that day was our bus driver. Our bus driver has been with me from the inception before we even did live vlogs. I'm not saying that others were not, but I do remember her, especially because I called her the commander, because she used to come on mornings and bring people together. That's before we had our mystery bus tour. We were doing tours, but we were not doing it in the format that we're doing it in now. And she was our commander at that time. So our boss lady driver has been around from the very, very beginning. So she has probably missed maybe 3 or 4 vlogs in 2 years, and that would be it. And that's seriously speaking, and that's because she had no choice because she was on the aircraft. Every other time she's always been here. So good morning, boss lady driver. You know I'm celebrating this vlog with you. I am giving this dedication of this vlog to you. Alright, these steps have deteriorated terribly over the last 2 years. Well, beyond that, but they're really, really badly over the last 2 years. Just be careful coming here for me, baby. Alright, so if you're coming up here, be wary, step gently. These are large solid stones that have been placed into steps. However, some of them have shifted, so just be wary, please. Don't stand on the edges, try and stand in the middle just to make sure that you don't offset the balance of it. Beautiful, beautiful area. Stunning views from up here. This is a place you could come, bring a little basket, maybe bring your own wine. I'll bring my tonic water and have a seat up here with the one that you love and spend some time. You all know that I'm going to spend a few minutes up here before you leave with my co-star. You know that already. Up here to see all the inner city. I can talk if I want to talk. I see somebody saying that 𝗷𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗏 here this morning. Well, I can find out who that is, and I'm going to ask our psychologist to do what is necessary, and that is to give a correction. No, I'm not going to tell her anything. I'm going to ask her, because if I tell her, I realize what happens. It comes back in my direction. I'm going to take a walk across here. It's going to be a little windy again. Our apologies for winds beyond our control. Nothing that we can do about it. The area was selected with the best thoughts. However, this morning is very windy. We're running with our microphone this morning with the 𝗷𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏 on it, so if you all are hearing wind and it is really intense wind, you can understand we have taken every measure to counter it this morning. We got back our equipment 2 days ago. This is the first, well, last night we did our vlog with the 𝗷𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏. You wouldn't really have noticed it down there because the winds weren't too strong, but hopefully today it will help us and suppress some of these winds so you'll be able to hear what I'm saying, because whenever I say things, they're necessary to listen to them because they're always important, they're factual and they're truthful. So as I said before, those that sent the 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏 recipe, please don't about it at all. I'm glad that she is sort of like a little bit of camera shy, because I do not want to hear what she would have said if she was not. So we've spent some very quiet days at home. The other day we sat down for almost 3 hours and said nothing at all. Just sat together and looked at each other and said nothing. You know me, I'm a very silent guy. However, unfortunately, she asked me a question, and the question took 3 hours to answer. So that happens, as you all would know already. We all have that. It's not just me, it's not just a common thing on Nick's part. We all like to talk. I don't want to drive people around. And let's say I have the vlog on. I'll tell you what the vlog, what my gimbal does to you. She'll definitely tell you that. She is now a professional liar. We're going to say that the 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗁 way. That's spelled with an H. And just to let you know as well, she does not tell the truth about me at all. So if she says anything good, well, of course you know it's true. If she says anything bad tomorrow, you know it's all lies. Beautiful little pinnacle here. I just love how this is. Again, hopefully you're hearing me. Conditions out here, challenging to walk across this cliff. You will see the grey in all of these holes here. They're the remnants of the ash fall that we had from St. Vincent. Of course, the coral is not really as porous as the ground and stuff around, so it holds little pools. You can see the grey effect still. So the remnants of that is still obvious and evident now. We're looking at a place called, some people call it Falmouth Beach, some people call it 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗁𝗄. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful beach. It's very, very quiet. Although it's a residential section above, it's usually very quiet down here. So if you're coming down here, I like to call this a +4. Don't go up on the cliff or any bush. Walk around a little bit. If you put down your towel, come way off of the bushes and stuff. And just make sure that you keep your eyes around you, keep your eyes peeled. If you're just with yourself or if you're with your partner, just keep an eye out for me. We call it a +4 not because problems can happen. It's because of the conditions around that can favor it. So just be careful when you come into a +4 beach. Alerts up, please. We don't want any problems. We're going to do a circle of love from here. Very windy, very challenging, but we're going to do the best we can for you. So here we go. Get ready. Circle of love, official circle of love, EMC style, from myself, the co-star Jeannette. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful terrain. The winds and the conditions today challenging, just like the cliffs and you see up here. Again, word of caution if you are coming to this section of the island, especially at this moment with the larger than normal swells. 𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗁𝗄 changed, and look at how she is now. She's one of the worst people you can imagine. So from myself and Jeannette, co-star, fantastic Friday. The rest of this day, and hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you're on the island or visiting, or if you're on the island, just come and 𝗊𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗁𝗄. We're going to be by Falmouth Beach in Barbados, 6:15. That's where we're meeting. Come and walk with us. Come and celebrate our second year with us. If you can't make it tomorrow, you make it to Bristol Waters on Sunday. A special session for us, which she has not told me yet. But I'm saying it up front to support. A special session for us to celebrate our 2 years with you. Have a great day. love from Barbados.